Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while, just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting. Accio. Repulso. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodian. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Accio! Repulso! That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next. Accio! Accio! I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Accio! 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 To Bolsa! Accio. Accio.
어서오세요, 어서오세요. 어디 보자. 이 뭐가 문제일고? 이거 딱 탈 수 있었으면 딱 좋았을 텐데. 저거 딱 올라가기만 하면 완벽한데, 이거. 잠깐만요.
Accio.
안 되겠는데. 이거 한 칸만 좀 못 땡겨나?
Descendo. Repulsor. Accio.
이거 너무 끝까지 가는데. 방법은 뭐가 있을까? 여기서
Accio.
이 똑같잖아. 이 고작 한 칸 땡겨온 거 아니야. 이게 아닌데. 이 사이에 멈추게 해야 되는데. 여기에 들어오게 해야 되는데 모르겠네.
Accio.
어찌 할 수 있을 것 같은데 애매하네. 이거 리셋은 안 되나? 아 잠깐만요.
Accio.
저거 때리면 되나?
I see. The switch reset.
오케이, 아 다행이다.
Good to know. Accio. Repulso.
아니.
Accio. Repulso. Accio.
아 이게 아닌데.
Accio. Whoa.
아 이렇게 갖고 와서 여기 넘어가가지고
Accio.
아 좀 앞으로 끌고 오는 게 아니라니까. 아 진짜.
Descendo. Depulso. Accio.
아죠. 아 그.
Depulso.
아 이거 아니네.
Accio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Depulso.
뭐 했다고 맨날 가득 차냐? 아, 이거 상자 먹는 거구나.
Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio.
아, 이렇게 간단할 수가. 에라이 씨.
That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Buck. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
간단히 끝났어. 아니다. 복잡할 줄 알았는데.
Peasy has a brand new game. Just beware the open flame.
All of my siblings have gone on to work.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
잠깐만요. 원래 이거 가는 게 퀘스트였나? 아, 맞네. 가는 게 퀘스트네.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
An incredibly unpleasant goblin called Belgroth the Bludgeoner has been tormenting everyone he encounters. Feldcroft borders goblin country, but we've always lived in peace with their kind. Until recently, that is. Some claim that Belgroth and his associates are in league with Ranrock. I don't know if there's truth to it. Whatever the case, their constant meddling is devastating business. Everyone feels unsafe.
양아치네.
It's quite serious.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
양아치네.
A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
I simply pretended.
What are you up to now?
세바장, 내가 힛 왔어.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
이해가 안 되네. 아니 뭐라도 좀 설명을 해줄 수 있다. 난 이해가 안 돼. 난 왜 이리 설명을 안 해줘 얘는 이.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly.
야, 이쁘다.
And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth year
세바스찬을 매형이라 불러도 될까요?
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard. Expelliarmus! Wizard in my book.
Glacius! Defender!
No!
Expelliarmus!
Very good at this, are you?
Levioso!
What's that? Who's that?
Protego!
Ooh, this shouldn't take long. When do you think you give up? You're so very weak. Childish. Rather unwise coming back this way. Ah, you say
Expelliarmus! Levioso!
I won't rest until you're dead. No!
Ringo! Levioso!
Put me down! You've made your last mistake. I'll cut you from shoes. I won't rest.
Protego!
Lucky, that's all. No! Let's get this over.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest. How nice of you to stop by. No!
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest until
Protego!
Why stupid this?
Accio!
No!
Confringo!
Your spells glance off of me.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender!
I confess, that was a... more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something
Revelio.
bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
감자 맛있어.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
이 좀 마음에 드는 가면이 없네. 그나마 좀 이게 낫네. 되게 미스터리하고 하드보일.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the pottle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Revelio.
Allow me to put you out of your
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of mooncalves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
오, 여기도 이런 게.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
아, 제발 좀
Hello,
그만
Deke.
반가워해라.
Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Mooncalves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
I'm not going to hurt you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
혹시 디크 너 같은 애는 어디 못
Meet you
구하니?
inside when you're ready.
아, 너 같은 짐 요정을 한 명 나도 필요할 것 같은데. 홀리 몰리.
Look at this. It's amazing.
그러니까.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
Hello, Deke. I have some questions for you.
What do you need to know?
Thank you. I'll get back to collecting materials.
Wonderful. Good luck.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
이거 고정은 좀 안 되나? 바꿔도.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect.
좀 밝아야겠다, 씨. 달빛이 좀 환할 줄 알았더니 너무 어두컴컴해가지고 뭐 이거 제대로 보이질 않네. 식물 있는 거를 아예 저 방으로 딴 방으로 옮겨버릴까요? 그게 더 나은 것 같다.
I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke. Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
아,
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
일단 저기 한번 가보죠. 저 가가지고 뭐 좀 보자.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
동물 뚫고 나서 들어가겠다는데.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracells. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose. The cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
일단 제가 지금 데려 있어야 될까? 디리콜, 그리고 푸퍼, 그리폰, 히포그리프, 리플러, 문카프, 니즐, 자버놀, 퍼프스킨, 세스트랄, 두꺼비 사마귀, 그리고 유니콘 털입니다. 일단 제가 얘네들을 일단 데리고는 있어야 되는 거죠.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
그래서 일단은 상점을 가서 저거 일단은 동물 자동 먹이 주는 거랑 뭐 그런 걸 좀 봐가지고 사야겠네요. 그리고 박아 놓으면은 이제 틈틈이 가가지고 틈틈이 가서 맞나? 맞네.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
됐고.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
아, 여긴 지팡이고. 왜 지팡이는 업그레이드가 안 될까요? 가장 의문이다. 왜 지팡이는 업그레이드가 안 될까요? 아, 요소 프레임 드랍이 괜찮아졌네요. 오, 이제 확실히 괜찮아졌네요.
Come on in. Healing potions are a specialty here, should you need any.
어?
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
아닌갑네? 아, 좀 낫네. 야, 좀 뭔가 좀 보이는 게 있네. 실컷 먹고 실컷 가지고 놀아라. 난 간다.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
너 왜 그래 잘 먹어?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
잠깐만요. 일단 요거를 일단 여기다 저장을 잠깐 해놓고 봅시다. 그럼 불러오게 하면 되니까.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
왜?
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
일단 사이드 먼저 좀 클리어를 하고 가야지. 아차차 으짜짜 으짜짜라짜짜짜.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkine was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
일단은 잡아야 되는 애가 여기 한 3마리가 있긴 하네요. 저 3마리도 잡아가지고 풀어주고, 한 2마리씩 잡아야겠다. 그래 팔아버릴게. 진짜 밀렸군 마인드다. 이러면 안 되는데.
What are you up to now?
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
맞아요.
I'm afraid not. I'd help you if I could, but I don't actually have anything with me.
Well, that is unfortunate. I was hoping you'd be
아까
better
나한테
prepared.
가질 거 없을까? 아이씨.
Charitable bone in their body.
늑대 하나도 못 쓰러뜨려가지고 한심하겠네.
Poachers. Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
What?
Expelliarmus! They say. Glacius! Defendo! Incendio! Protego! That goblin helmet! Expelliarmus!
Back for another visit.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
You know where to hide now.
Expelliarmus! Defender! Aloha Mora.
Stop right there, or I'll make you stop. Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Your poaching days are over. Aloha Mora.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit?
Revelio.
Professor Howard will never believe this. All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we?
일단 두꺼비 2마리를 잡고 얘가 교배를 한다는 거는 교배는 저기
Everything's all right now.
You've had too much fire whiskey if you think you can outdo my... What's this? Think what we forget about that goblin helmet, you think?
Revelio. Someone there. Such arrogance. Protego! Stupid one! Accio! Incendio! Revelio!
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. I'll look after you.
유니콘 2마리 잡으러 가야지. 퍼프 스킨은 됐고, 니플러 잡아야 되고, 유니콘 2마리, 니플러 2마리. 디즐, 히포그리프, 잡아야 될 애들이 은근 되네. 일단 하나씩 잡아봅시다.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriate.
Why is a mouse round here?
Betting on the dragon, what was that? Where did I set my traps? Lower Hogsfield? Come out before I find you. Gah! I heard something. Someone's going to regret trespassing.
This looks...
You're a slippery little shrike.
아, 얘네들이 잡아놀이구나. 일로 들어온.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
It'd be useful if I wasn't on this stupid control.
Everything's all right now. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
What will I do without her?
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble mooncalf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Expelliarmus!
Ah,
Glacius!
how delightful!
Defender!
You made it! I'm not done with you!
Levioso! Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
왜 스컨 니블플러밖에 없자? 이게 동물 관련해서 좀 볼 수 있으면 좋으련만. 버프 스킨. 동물이 몇 마리 뭐 있는지를 모르니까. 아, 총 11마리구나. 니즈를 잡아야 되고요. 그럼 내가 히포크리프, 니즐, 아, 다른 게, 있구나. 잠깐만요. 일단 푸퍼. 디리콜, 푸퍼, 니즐. 잡으러 갑시다. 디리콜, 푸퍼, 니즐.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
What are you up to now?
One less human to worry about. Seems your art isn't in this at all.
Expelliarmus, Glacier. Protego, stupid.
No!
Expelliarmus.
You. I won't rest until...
going to hurt you.
디리콜가 어디 있나? 디플러랑 잠깐만요. 니즐이랑 디플러 니즐 히포그리프 니즐 호그와트 계곡 쪽이라는데 아, 디리콜이 있었다.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Who lives here?
어디 뭐 성이 있다는데?
Revelio. Revelio. This place has seen better days. Revelio. I should investigate. Everything's all right now.
오, 뭐야?
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Accio! Incendio! I'll look after you.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
아, 나머지 두 마리는 좀 더 이따가 잡을 수 있다네요. 약 빨아들이고. 오케이, 잡았어.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
이제 쟤만 오면 된다. 어디로 사라진겨? 여기 뭐 알 같은 거 없나? 대기 한번 해보죠. 어쩔 수 없나? 이게 단가? 일단 그럼 애들 풀어나 좀 주죠. 브루드 앤 팩에서 뭔 말이야 이게? 어? 종을 늘리는 방법을 생각해 봐야 되나? 일단은 지금 당장 뭐 방법이 없으니까 일단은 놔두고 일단 갔다 와.
What are you up to now?
What do you have in store for me this time?
Revelio. Revelio.
That's that. Settled.
Absolutely shameless.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, but us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prized family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place. Resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
I should be going now. Thank you.
I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you.